Hello, and welcome back to another episode on the Ripple server. Yay, yay, and yay. And just for good luck, yay. Sure. I'm over by the Mooshroom farm, because I'm actually going to do some work over here. In case you haven't seen this, this is in a mushroom biome, and the only thing that can spawn in mushroom biomes are mushroom cows. So this is a mushroom farm, and it produces quite a lot of steak. And we also have quite a lot of steak here now, so getting up to a decent supply. Also a decent supply of leather, I would say. So yeah, only slight issue is that you need to be alone on the server, which I am. I also just passed 4K in the whole flying thing, so that's a thing. I actually last night asked Carlock, can I please AFK at the cow farm? Which basically means, can you not AFK? So I can actually get some spawns over here. Yeah. There is another slight little issue, and that's the reason why I'm over here and why I'm going to do stuff. Let's go down here. Bloop. First of all, I don't think I've shown this. I redid this whole smelting of uncooked steak. I had some sort of issue where some sort of setup where I locked, I think, that hopper there or something, and then I checked with signal strength how much, when it builds up in that one, I let some through into the furnace, and yeah, that's... Thank you, item elevator. Yeah, that's a thing I did. I guess it worked, but it wasn't super good. So I switched it around because Carlock told me you can do it this way instead. So that's what I did. So basically what happens now is when this gets up to a signal strength of 1, a 2, a 3, we will take an output into a thing here. How does this even work? Oh yeah, this is a monostable circuit here. There is a stick piston underneath there. It's been a while since I've done this, so I've forgotten. I just haven't showed it on the whole camera thing. So into a monostable circuit, which will temporarily turn off this torch, which will send one piece of coal in. So that's pretty much what happened. When we get, like, I don't know how many it is, 25, 30 or something steak in here, it will send one piece of coal in and cook up 8 of them. And that is the most fuel efficient way I can think of to do this. So yeah. Only slight issue is that we're not getting any uncooked thingies. So that's a thing. We have another issue, and this has been an issue all along, and this is what I'm going to work on today. And it's exactly what you see here. And you see it here, and possibly there, and it's that these redstone blocks get out of sync. So what, if we can, see if I can explain how this works. On the other side of that block there, above the sea lantern, there is a tripwire hook. When a cow spawns, it activates the tripwire, it sends a signal through a repeater, observer, 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 into a quick pulse into the piston, and it spits out the block. And then when it goes back, it updates the observers again, so it's another quick pulse, and it takes the block back, or the other way around. When it activates, it's supposed to spit the block out. No, it's supposed to retract the block. And when the deactivates again the tripwire, new pulse, and it spits out. And Basically, there is a piston there holding water back. And although this works, they get out of sync like this. So you have to go around every now and then and resync them. So I've been thinking a little bit about a possible solution to this. And I'm actually going to rebuild parts of this just to see if I can get it to work a little bit more reliable is the idea. So, how do we do that, you ask? I don't know. Well, I do know. That was a lie. So, if we do... let's do one section here. And the problem with this getting out of sync is that you lose spawn spaces, and the less spawn spaces you have, the slower the farm is, basically. So you want as many spawn spots as possible at all times. So when you've been AFK here for quite a while, you have lost quite a few spawn spots. That is not ideal. So, how do we want to do this, you ask? This is the block where the bottom tripwire is, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let's put a redstone torch there. The main benefit with using a setup like this is that you can build it extremely compact, because there is nothing other than that observer updating that piston, even if you have an observer being powered just underneath and all of that. So that's a very convenient thing. So I've tried a lot of different ways of doing this, and I think I've come up with a way that actually works. We want an this bottom layer. We want that. We want that. We want to come out with a block like so. We want one of those, and then is this correct? It is correct. We want a block on top of there. We want a not like that. We want a repeater there. And then we take our sticky piston and we place it there, I think. Yep. This is a little bit strange. So that looks okay. And then we need that many, maybe, and a couple of those. And one might argue that this isn't very resource friendly, but the contraption I have already isn't very resource friendly, so I do not care. Oh, we're getting all of the stuff here. Could you stop clicking, please? Like so, and we want a bucket of water in that. So what happens here is, when the tripwire hook activates, it will turn this off, which will retract this piston, which will stop the signal from the comparator going through, which will unpower everything, and the piston will go down, water will go out. Once the tripwire deactivates, this goes on, this extends, you get the cauldron in front of the comparator, and voila, things happened. Boop. Now the problem is I can't do the same setup up top there, so I actually had to come up with a different setup for the top part. So I'm quickly going to check how I did that. And I've quickly checked how I did that. So we need to have How can I? And the reason why I can't do the same setup is because of using redstone torches and quasi-connectivity of the pistons and magic like that. That's in the wrong spot. Can I? No, I cannot. Can I get my... Thank you. This should be okay to remove, and that should be like so. Yes, and then we can go down a little bit, and we can jump up here and grab ourselves a redstone torch and a sticky piston like so, and we want another cauldron there, and we want to fill it with water like so, and we want a comparator there. And you heard the piston activate again, so yeah. Something like that instead. This might look like a complete mess, and it is, but other than that, it's actually working very well. And the reason why I can't do this setup, the top setup at the bottom, is because then I would have a redstone torch on a block above that repeater, which will power that piston. So that can't be done. And the bottom one I can't have because there is basically no room. This goes down one block too much. I would have to place a repeater, or the comparator there would be in the air above this repeater. So I would have to have a block instead of the repeater. That block there would be where the repeater is. So can't do the bottom part at the top, and I can't do the top part at the bottom. So I needed to come up with two different ways of doing it. And yeah, it actually seems like it's been working. I've been testing it a little bit in my creative world, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna switch out probably the whole side here, or at least a couple of sections, just to try it and see what happens. So yeah, I'm going to do that, and then I will return. So I'm here on my cam account a little bit, just to show you a couple of things. So I rebuilt this complete side here, all the way over to here. Get in here again. And it's working very, very well. And as you can see, no water out on the top floor and no water out on the bottom floor. And I've been AFK now for about an hour and a half. And as you can see here, we have one on the part where I haven't rebuilt it yet. We have one section here that is out, and we have there is one section out, and there was another one here. Yeah, so basically what this does is it basically takes away almost a third of the spawning spots on this here platform. Hi, cow. You have quite a high percentage of the spawning space is gone. Maybe it's not like it's 50%, but this is from 1 hour of AFKing. If you AFK for a lot longer, then you will start losing more and more spawn spaces. So yeah, I think I'm just going to rip out the redstone on these two sections here as well and replaced it with a new and improved, which is actually more old school than the other one, because this uses observers and fancy stuff. This is just piston moving cauldrons, but yeah, this is old school stuff, but that works. So yeah, I'm just gonna bite the bullet here and rip everything out and replace it with the new design. So yeah, alrighty. AFK room. Yeah, I switched out all of those thingy things for the new design, and I've been AFK here for, I actually don't know how long, like 5-6 hours or something like that. And I guess Marlow came on quite a while ago. Let's see here. There, Marlow was on, and then Marlow left, and then server saved the world, and don't look at that. And the server saved the world a lot of time. So he, yeah, in reality, I've been AFK alone on the server for maybe 2-3 hours or something like that. And everything is working perfectly fine the way it should. So I'm very happy with this fix of the farm, and have 18, almost 19 shulker boxes of steak. Yeah, that's pretty good. How much leather? 7.5. A little bit more. Yep, so job well done, Magoo. Oh, thank you, Magoo. You're so nice. What I thought I was going to do for the rest of this episode is actually show you a couple of things that I've been doing off camera. Mainly helping other people out and stuff like that. So let's go to some other place. So we are over in Carlock's base, and I actually built a little something for him a while back. I don't know, down here, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just gonna put some lights here so you can actually see this thing. This here contraption, it needs to be prettied up a little bit. Very simple cocoa bean farm. Is there any bone meal in here? There is. So what you do is, no. Grab your cocoa bean. Let's grab my cocoa bean, flip the switch, and then you just plant. And as you can see, cocoa beans are multiplying in my inventory rather quickly there. So very simple one. Let's go back here, and also he's got a skelly spawner just here, so you can get the bone meal quick and easy. Basically what it is, you have a little clock, a clock here. That's the technical term for a clock, a clock. This pulses the clocky clocks, the way clocks do. Should I say clocks a bit more? I don't know. And then it goes up onto here and on top of the dispensers dispensing bone meal. And then you also have a observer block here, which will observe when you plant something there. And it will take a little tiny bit. It will power this block, which will go down and power this piston. So it will, in this case, go up and retract the slime blocks. There's no need for it to be 2 slime blocks there, by the way. But yeah, but because these are running on a very fast clock, it gives enough time so you can actually bone meal the cocoa bean before the log moves. So, and the idea is that you should be able to plant in both places, pretty much. Yeah, so it should be a quick one. And as you saw, it's working quite nicely, actually. Jump out of here. And remove those. And yeah, so quick and easy cocoa bean farm. Very simple to build as well. I've actually come up with a design that is more compact, where you don't need to have the timing circuit, but that's less efficient. So yeah, let's just go with this one here. And let's go somewhere else. String and bone farm. Loop. This is a spawner setup that a croc 17 found. Let's effect Magoo night vision. Let's go 60 seconds of night vision so you can actually see in here. I don't do that normally, it's just for you to be able to see this thing. So there's a skelly spawner there. There is that's a regular spider. That's another skelly, and that is, I would assume, a cave spider then, or if it's the other way around. No, that's the cave spider. So he found this room. He had it all dug out. So I basically helped him building the little killing chamber down there and getting item elevator comes up to here, the most overly engineered item elevator I think I've ever done, because for a rather slow farm, there is actually 2 item elevators coming up here, just to keep it a little bit symmetrical here. And night vision gone. But yeah, this was quite a nice find he did. Yeah. And you could get all your bones and string here. Nothing really more fancy to watch here. Let's go to another place, which is very close by. And wake up. Ouch. Kind of a rough waking upping. There's this thing. I don't really know what this is. No one has showed it or commented on it or anything. I don't know what it is. Let's not. Let's not. Anyways, if you remember, I built a thing over there quite a while back now, and Sin kindly agreed to do some landscaping around here, so he did some landscaping, and this is so awesome looking. He must have spent forever building this thing, and I realize now that I should have let it be dark, because this looks better at night. But never mind. So you come around and it's not the shortest possible way, I don't think, from the portal to the house, but it's such a beautiful, beautiful thing. Well done, Sin. And you come up to here, and there's I think there is a part here that still needs fixing, but we'll see if I get to that, or if Sin gets to that, or whatever happens. Who knows, but if we look at it from... Can we look at it from maybe up here? Yeah, we can look at it from here. As you can see, a lot of trees, and it's just so cool and beautiful and all of that. And before Sin did this, I actually went around. He's also planted some trees here and done stuff on the backside. Yeah, I went around and filled in the land. So because part of this was actually hanging midair and stuff like that. So I went around this whole place, filled in, and as you can see over here, I filled it in all the way down to the bottom, because that's what you do. So gives it a little bit more of a cliff. This looks like a cliff more or less, or that's the look I was going for, and a little bit more not so cliffy on the sides here, maybe. There's also a little extension to the building there that we are going to go take a look at. Yeah, let's go look at the whole extension in the back here. Boom, 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 boom. Pressure plates. More cactus. If you remember me mentioning in... yeah, basically when I moved the villagers in and all of that, I mentioned that we still need to put a cactus storage in. So that's what I did. And I'm actually going to go into... That's not how you spell game. And that's not how you spell... Gonna go into spectator mode a little bit so I can show you behind the scenes here. So we have 2 chests. First of all, pressure plates goes into a torch with dust and thing. Retracts piston, opens it up. And then we have 2 chests, and we have a... let's see here. Yeah, we have a 3rd chest on the side a little bit, and then a hopper leading into that, and a 4th chest up here. And what we do here is I take a comparator output from the chest, and I just extend that with another comparator. I compare it to 28 items in a furnace, which is that many items in a chest. Same signal strength. And when you get a reading out of this, you will extend this here. Piston. And it goes down with slime blocks. Oh, yeah. It's a little bit tricky seeing here underwater. Slime block basically powering that redstone dust there, which is on top of another piston that just pushes another slime block with a redstone block thingy down and powers this redstone dust, which will go around here and over here into this block, which will lock that hopper there. And what that means is, when you start taking items out of this here will turn off, because it will be a lower signal from that than you have from the furnace. So this will turn off, retract the piston, and when you retract the piston, you will unlock this hopper here, which will send items from this chest through this hopper line into this here dropper elevator and all the way up and fill up in this chest. So if we do... Can I do... let's do survival mode. If I take out 4 items, will that be enough? Probably not. Let's take out a couple more. And we should soon see items start coming up here. There we go. And it will fill up until we are almost, or we are, I would say, a little bit over. There it stopped. Perfect. Now, how do I get out of here? So, I'm back over by the Mooshroom farm, because I thought I might as well AFK a little bit more while I'm alone online. Yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to show you for now, at least. Might have done some other small bits and bobs off camera, but those are the important stuff, at least. Yeah. So now you're all up to speed what's happening with all the projects and things like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go back into that room and AFK, and you don't have to watch that. So instead, I'm going to say, hope you like this episode, and yeah, that you like redstone stuff and showing off stuff and all of that. And if you liked it, hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more. And yummy. Yummy. And all of that good stuff. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!